Hey everybody.
Hey, what's
Welcome.
up?
How you doing? How you doing? You having a good day? Welcome
Yeah,
y'all to Opinionated with a Side of Shade. And also if you're watching us on Tim White Bucks YouTube channel, where everybody should be watching us, that's where the crowd should be. I am Opinionated with a Side of Shade. And we got the legendary Tim White Buck in the house along with Tommy the Gossip and Drew, but Drew just haven't hit the stage yet.
yeah. I'm
Hold
about to
on.
say, tell me why I can't see y'all. Oh, there we go. Live
Look,
from
I
the
got the bunny
bed.
on because I'm messy, honey. I want to
I
see
ain't
the
not,
teeth.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Drew, I can't hear you, Drew. Drew is so I haven't told you about Drew yet. Drew is gonna be like the unlicensed therapist slash Jerry Springer. You know how Jerry Springer always give his afterthoughts?
Yep.
That's what Drew gonna be.
Okay, bring it on.
Yeah, but for some reason I can't hear him. But Drew, if you want all your people to watch, it's also showing on Tim War Bucks YouTube channel. And let me see if I could see the comments. I thought I had him up here, but okay, yeah, I see. That's the same guy from Twitter.
Tell me,
Okay,
what
he
part of the world
downloaded
you
too
in?
fast.
I'm in Atlanta.
Ah, I figure that. Yeah, 1019 up there.
But I'm trying to come up there because, baby, y'all is lit.
It is. Look, whenever you're ready, let us know so we can roll out the red carpet for you.
Yes.
I'm gonna load this down over here, but Buck, you can see us in the background too. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so what's been going on with you, Buck? Tell me what's been going on.
Oh man, trying to juggle two shows at once. You know, we did the first season of Bounce Life, real successful. And then I thought of an idea to do a show called LGBT NOLA,
Mhm.
which also, I mean, from day one, it was big. We didn't think that, we thought it was going to have to grow. You know what I mean? And so I have to go from one cast to another cast. So it's a lot.
I just heard from Jazzy. I, you want me to tell him, or you gonna tell him? You want me to tell him? Mhm.
Of course.
So Jazzy was supposed to be here tonight, but instead the show producer, director, and creator, our CEO, the legendary Tim White Buck, is with us to take her place. Jazzy had an emergency, a family emergency that was is a real family emergency. So she's gonna join us probably next week, if not week for last. But we're gonna have some more of the people on, and we're gonna try to get more on during the week. But prayers to you, Jazzy. I hope everything goes well. I will text you. I saw you just text me, and wow,
She
just
know I got
prayers
her
to you
back.
and your
She
family.
know I got her
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That's cool. Ooh,
Tell me,
praying for Jazz. For real.
but
That
look
shit.
at Tommy up there in
Because
the
I
bed.
understand family problems. I understand it.
And guess what? Jazzy always on time, the first person there. If we say be there for 9, she gonna be there for 8, probably 7:59. You know what I mean? So that's why I have a problem. I say, you know what? Let's roll this thing today.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she's
Do
so
y'all
sweet
have an
too.
echo on y'all end?
No, do you?
Yeah, I do, but it's okay. I just as long as y'all don't.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's cool. I can hear
How
you.
about now? I changed the gain on the mic. You can still it's still echo.
Let me see. That's
Nah, I don't
better.
hear it now.
How about now?
It's better.
Okay. So hey Hankins, how you doing? Thank you for supporting me, Hankins. Um,
Okay,
I
so
appreciate it.
if I can ask you a question because I like what you're doing for the community and I also like what you're doing for the bounce life. If I can ask you, what made you really wanted to do this? Like, what put you in a position wanting to like, you know what? Let me help people out. Let me film people because you could have filmed anything. You could have filmed yourself, but what made you want to do this?
Well, actually, it started at a young age. I was 14 years old.
Hmm.
Uptown in New Orleans, I did a movie called Dead Man Walking,
Okay.
and it was a bunch of white people that came into a black neighborhood. So they didn't want to be disrespectful and just come into the neighborhood. So they needed someone to help them cast, and that someone was me, you know. And so I helped them find the right people to fit the description of who they was looking for the film. And with me doing that, I gave them over like 100 people. So they had this one big role that they were saving for a kid, and they wanted somebody to audition for it. You know, in the movies, you have to audition to get that role.
Right.
However, with me being good to them and helping them out, they gave me the role. You know, and it was a
Okay.
big role. It was a big role at the time. I was getting $500 a day, plus I'm still receiving residuals off that. You feel me? And that was way in 1994. And
Okay.
so that led me to do music. You know, I was rolling around a project. That's what we call the little hoods in New Orleans, a project.
Yeah. Yeah.
And me and my friend was saying, telling little girls get their drawers out their booty. And we made it out a song. So we were saying, a little Keisha, get your drawers out your booty. Say what? Get your drawers out your booty. And it
Okay.
became a hit in the community, right? And real quick, and then that led to me working with the one and only DJ Jubilee. And so
Mm.
I started to get my own studio time, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard of Chopper Chop.
Mm-hmm.
Chop, chopper
Mm-hmm.
chop, chop chop.
Yep. Chop.
Uh,
Chop. Yeah. I
yeah,
know that
with no,
song.
yeah, so I discovered him. He used to come around the studio, and at the time, the producers, everybody didn't want to deal with him. They just saw him as a future artist.
Yeah.
But I seen something in him, and I told him, I said, "Listen, you know what? I'm gonna help you get on." And he was like, "Well, who gonna pay for my studio time?" I said, "You can come on the time that I pay for." He said, "But what I want to beat." I said, "I'm gonna do the beat." So the song that I did for him got him the deal with Master P. And so that just made me want to do more and be behind the scenes. And from there, you know, you got a song called Drop It Give Me 50 that I wrote with Mike Jones and Hurricane Chris.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it just went from there. And so that's what made me want to, you know, put other people on because I feel like I'm in a position to do that. And that's what I've been doing.
In fact, I'm so thankful you put me on.
That's
I mean,
real.
Yes, yes,
me is
that's what it's about.
you got the biggest heart.
Yes.
Yes. So, but what do you do in your everyday life when you're not creating, being a creative? What do you do in your everyday life?
Creating.
Just creating.
Yeah, it's hard for me not to create. That's just my brain. You know, my brain just run and run and run until I'm able just to be sleepy and fall asleep. But honestly, that's what I do all day. So I do work for a company called NORD, New Orleans Recreation Department, and it's
Mm-hmm.
about teen sports. You know, from ages 5 to 14. You know, and that's something that I love to do. You know, help the kids with sports from football to volleyball to softball, you name it. All the sports around the city, I'm involved in and whatnot.
Okay.
So, if I'm not being creative, I'm helping the kids. But even when I'm helping the kids, if I get a break or whatever, my mind is back on music and how can I help others?
Okay. And I also saw that you was doing some houses too. You flip
Yes,
houses. Okay.
yes, yes. So that's something else I'm getting into. Unfortunately for me, I can tell y'all my first deal went bad. I ran into a scammer. You feel me?
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. But it's all about. I had a lot of money at the time, and I was being naive and all that, and I didn't want. I don't want to say I didn't want to. I didn't take the time to read the X's and O's and stuff like that, like I should have. Coming to find out, the guy owed the government money, which means the house I was getting from him, he couldn't finance me the house. I did a thing called a buying for deed, right?
Right.
And a buying
Mm-hmm.
for deed, well, you know, you finance it through the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, being that he owed the federal government, he can sell me the house, but he couldn't finance me the house, and he was financing. So that's
Because
how I
the
was
house
able
is
to go.
still under a lien, and
That
you can't
cor-
assume
the
the
titles
the titles and stuff like that. So yeah, without
correct.
the federal government releasing it. So yeah.
Co- Correct. And so that's how I was able to take him to court and win. Because that alone right there made the contract null and void. It wasn't no good.
So I also see lately that you've been making a lot of AI music, and
Y-
tell me that's something you need to get into too. But
yes.
I think that's such a big market because like lately I've been listening to a lot of religious songs, and I mean the AI songs out there and from the lyrics to the people singing it to the videos. I hear like it's one person that I listened to. He did a whole lot of songs that sound like Rod Wave, but they're all Christian based. They're all religious songs.
Right. So here's the thing. As an
I
artist,
mean
at
Rod
times
Wave, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sometimes as an artist we get writer's block, and that's why you have a lot of R&B singers, country, whatever. They don't write their music. You have other people that write music, right? And so that's the good thing about the AI. It helps you to write your songs and make the songs better for the times now. You know what I mean? And so that's what I've been doing. In fact, today I reached out to Cupid Shuffle.
Okay.
Um, I, one of the songs that I did, I
Where
heard
he
him
at?
on it. There you go. There you go. You feel me? He loved the song. I also have a song called I'm About to Pull Up that I wrote, and I would love to reach out to Jackie's people and send it to
Oh, that's
Jackie's.
gonna be good. That's gonna be
Yes.
real good.
Yep. So Tommy, I think if you need help though, I'll put you on. I'll show you how to work it and stuff like that. But it's a good program. It's gonna also help you,
Yeah.
especially if you're a creator or whatnot.
Yes, I would
Tommy
love to do
raps.
that.
Tommy got music. I
Child.
should play Tommy music, huh? Tommy, where that
Uh-uh.
song at? Did
Uh,
you send me the song?
Girl.
but next time you gotta run that. Yeah, just the perfect
Yeah,
stage.
that's time, cause she just put me on the front screen.
Right quick, huh?
Look,
Ain't prepared or
Tommy got a
nothing.
song.
But hey, let me tell y'all, that's crazy. That's how I got on though, because DJ Jubilee he had a big old block party, maybe 500 people, and
Hmm.
somebody told him that I wanted to perform. I didn't really want to perform, but that's what he said. And so he said, "I'm about to bring up 10 Wall Bug like out the blue," and I just had to pretend as if I wanted to perform. I performed in front of those 400 people, and then boom, that's how I got my name.
Nah,
So
for
you
Tommy,
just
real.
you
never
better
know.
be happy I can't find that song, because when I find that song, I'm playing it. But
No, I'm
he could
okay.
rap. He could rap. He could rap
So
really
what kind of
well.
music you do?
Ain't a damn thing. I'm not really like a rapper. I'm just more as an entertainer, but I just be doing shit just to do it. Just you know what I'm saying? Just to feel in the field, just doing shit.
I love it. I love it. Same here. When people ask me, what's my title, what's my genre, I just do it all. I'm just entertainer. When they say, what are you? I'm just entertainer, all the way around the board. Whatever I can put my hands in or help people, that's what I do.
That's what I'm saying. I just do shit. I don't really
So Tommy,
care.
I heard you're getting ready to put on the Bounce Fest, the Bounce
Yes.
Awards. You're doing a reunion for both reality TV shows. You're recasting
Yes.
for LGBT, or partly, part of the way after the reunion. Correct? Am I correct? Or did I?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So, the summertime is the perfect time to do all of those things. That way, once we get in the fall, going into the holidays, when you have get-togethers like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, that's when a lot of families be together, right? And you want to take that time to promote your shows because when the families is together and they taking that time where there's no other distraction, then guess what? They're glued into what you have going on versus everybody just all over the place, going to this part, that part. No, when they inside, the family together, prays together, stays together. You know what I mean? Anyway, what I noticed that when we did our first lunch last Thanksgiving, it was a huge success. And
Right.
so I always do my casting and everything I can do as much as I can in the summer. So once the fall hit, the shows start to pick up. So by the time you get to Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're in the middle to the end of your season.
Okay.
And so if somebody haven't seen the first 6 episodes, right? If they see that one for Thanksgiving and it was that good, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna go all the way from the front and start watching them all.
Okay. So
No, you ain't lying about that.
do you see yourself expanding to different states? Do you see yourself taking this to, like, maybe a an app, or your what is your future goals for your
Yes,
reality web series?
yeah. So, unfortunately for me, that's the same thing. So I had an app before making thousands of dollars. I had an app called the Be Rich app. Um, but
Oh,
when it
okay.
went, yes, and so all my shows was on the Be Rich app. I started with a guy by the name of Keith Carroll. I'm not sure if y'all heard of Keith Carroll.
Mhm.
Um, but I helped him
Yeah,
get his start,
I
and I
like Keith
started.
Carroll.
Yeah, so that's me. Like everything that Keith does, that was me. I used to do the hosting and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I start to go through these legal issues with my property and my money, and so I say somebody else need to take over. And so I start to groom him. A lot of events that I was booked for, I was telling people they was actually booking him, but it was me. But
Okay.
I was so popular in Houston and in the city of New Orleans. Anybody that I put in front of me, other people took a liking to him. You feel me? So I
Yep.
said, you know what? I need to do the Keith Carroll show. So before Bounce Life and LGBT, I did the Keith Carroll show, and I put it on my app, and it was off the chain. You know what I mean? Like I said, unfortunately, when I started to go through the legal problems, you know, you got to worry about all these fees and stuff like that. So I couldn't maintain it. Now I'm able to maintain it. We're gonna get right back to it.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's get into the show.
Yep.
How did you go? How did y'all go about casting for Bounce Life? And then tell me, how did you get into casting for LGBT?
Okay, so Bounce Life is just what I like to do. Remember, I said I like to help the underdogs.
Hmm.
So a lot of the, just about everybody besides me and P Town Mo new artists that was taking into the bounce industry, right? And then I seen like a lot of doors was closed on them, or they didn't have the avenue to promote their music. So I took my name and a bunch of underdogs, and that's how I came up with the show. And in the beginning, a lot of people was like, "No, Buck, why you using people that they don't know? Why you don't use big names like Big Free, the High Sizzle, all those?" Well, I feel like those people already made it, right? With this show being new, sometimes when you have made it already, you're not trying to start nothing new. That's just what it is,
Right.
right? And with me knowing that, I didn't even waste my time nor their time asking them to be on the show. I went to some young, new, hungry artists that was going to be committed and give me the time that we both need for them to grow. And so that's how I was able to start Bounce Life. And the good thing is, on Bounce Life, those people are just like us. They have a life, they have a story to tell. And they told those stories. And it was genuine, and people related. And then the show blew up.
Because I also know that P Mo, P
Yep.
Mo is he isn't he Grammy nominated or he
Yes.
won a
Yeah, he
Grammy?
did a song. Yeah, no, well, he did a song with Master P, do the P Time Get Cocky with it. You know, he was one of the writers on that. So yeah, that was the song. But he have other stuff as well. You know, he did a lot of writing for he was with Fifth Wall Weaving, Hot Boy Around on Master P, like I said. Hey, you name it. P Time has ghost written for a lot of artists.
Okay, okay. So how about LGBT? How did you
Now,
go about creating that and picking
yeah,
the
so I
people?
did that as well. You know, in New Orleans, there's this stigma about straight people. Not with me, because I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be around who I want to be around, right?
Lock it.
But yeah, that's it. You know, let me tell y'all real quick. I grew up. My cousin name is Sissy Chris, right? Real popular in the city of New Orleans. That's my blood cousin, right? I grew up under him and some of the friends. So I know, you know, what it is about, you know, being in that life and stuff like that, right? And I know not to judge people, right? So when I first started bounce music, they kept saying, "Oh, Buck, you gay because you doing that bounce shit." I said, "Y'all say what the fuck I want. I'm doing what I love." Right?
Right.
So with that being said, you have some special guests that I was getting on Bounce Love, Bounce Life, they just homophobic. It is what it is, right? And I was pointing that out to them, right? However, I had to make it work for both sides. So I really did LGBT because I wanted them to see that LGBT is going to exceed Bounce Life, in which that's what it's doing. You feel what I'm saying?
It
And
is
so
really
I want
taken off.
it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Over the first episode, over 20 some thousand views.
Yes.
You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
Mhm.
and I told him the reason why I felt like that, Tommy, and opinionated, because I've done this before. This ain't nothing new to me. You feel me? And so I
Yeah.
had to show them, like, listen, you can't judge people as long as people not acting that way towards you, right? Then guess what? You have to let people be them, and that's
You
what I
have
like
to let
about
them be
LGBT.
them.
You have to let them be them, and that's what I like about LGBT because guess what? Everybody can be them.
Right.
You
Right.
see,
Right.
we don't need no front, no listen to me, accept me for who I am. So whoever the special guest on the show, guess what? You're going to accept me for who I am. And so LGBT is a spinoff of Bounce Life, but on the LGBT side, well, everybody can feel comfortable and not have to worry about trying to thumb down on who they are. You know, if you want to be flamboyant, then you be flamboyant. If you want to be, however, that's why I created Bounce Life. And there's no hitting, no nothing. We are able to get on the set and just have a wonderful time.
And I think that's a good thing. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I really think that's a good thing that you're not afraid to venture out. deal with everybody because people are so close minded these days and they don't realize that these people are just people who want to live their life in their type of way. You know, I've often got criticized for saying, to me, LGBT reminds me of the Martin Luther King movement, you know, the civil rights movement, right?
Right, just
Which
yeah,
it
marching
is.
for what's right.
It was, you know, we were black people at that time who just wanted our rights in the United States.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, what's wrong with people who's a subset of um, a, the subset of a community, and that's also their own culture, getting their rights and being who they want to be?
Let me
Nobody
tell you,
should dictate that.
you know what else I noticed too? A lot of people really don't have personal issues with the community. They're just worried about what other people's going to say about them.
Right.
Yep.
You feel me? And I think like don't let nobody dictate who you is and what you want to do. Because if you living your life worrying about what they say, then guess what? You'll never succeed for what you want. You just living for other people. You know what I mean?
That's where you gonna have a problem in life.
Yep. Definitely gonna have a problem.
So, the next question, but because I'm not gonna keep you all day, but I do want to get all my questions answered.
Come on through. Come on through.
Okay. And I know you still want to go through with the interview. You know me, I'll cancel in a minute. I'll be like, we could do it the next week because I
Oh
don't mind.
no,
I understand.
we
Um,
gonna roll.
um, so on, well, I haven't watched tonight's episode, so I'll be asking that next week. But what really happened on tonight's episode with the pool parties? And will you be hosting more pool parties?
Of course. So what happened tonight was really was the return of they was on their way from Houston, and as you know, Jazzy and Love got into it.
Hmm.
So that was one little piece. Yeah, they was in a car together on the way from Houston, and they was about to have a big old fight in the car. So P Town Mo pulled over to talk to both sides and let them know, man, listen, we're not gonna do this. You feel me? And then as far as the pool party is just to show the New Orleans nightlife. There's an artist called BJ So Cold. He's real, real hot.
Right.
He had a pool party that we attended, and you had people like Sis and Nobody was there, Heaven, Ella on the mic. A lot of local great celebrities was at this party, and so we was able to highlight that for the people that wasn't able to attend.
Hmm.
We showed it.
Okay. And so you do have a question if you want to answer it right quick.
Yeah, go
Her
ahead.
name is Amari Thompson,
Hmm.
and she asks, "What happened to Saint Bernard K?"
Okay, so what happened with Saint Bernard K? A lot of people got in his head. That's the first thing. What I dislike about people, right? And it's just me, and I don't say hate. I dislike. Whenever somebody get on and they doing something for themselves, there's always people on the outside saying, "Oh, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't fuck with that." You feel what I'm saying? Talking about things and resolving issues are always best before walking away from situations.
Hmm.
You feel me? Because what you do, you walk away from something that's making you. Nobody really knew who Saint Bernard K was. Saint Bernard K is awesome on camera,
Hmm.
but we would have never knew that had we not did the show, right? Anyway, a lot of people was in this ear saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be on that show. They all hate you. They all dislike you," and so he took that, and that's why he's not on the show. You
Oh,
feel? Yep. But
because
we
you know
have been.
you need him back on the show for one. What I liked about him is he was an element of surprise. You never knew what you was gonna get from him.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Her, because I'm gonna go with her. You know, because she was a member of the community, and I saw the way she dressed. So
Yep.
she's a her to me.
Yeah.
Also, I think she had a lot to showcase, and at the same time, I think her moment was stolen from everybody trying to fight with her. And
Yeah. Well, I don't see, and that's the thing. Everybody wasn't really trying to fight with Kate. It was more of
what
what
did
we.
Don Lucci fight with? That's his name.
Yeah, that was just Don Lucia because Don Lucia was drunk. Yeah, you know, that's what that was about. Lucia was drunk.
Lucci is
Um,
funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lucci was drunk.
Yeah, he was drunk, and he assumed that Saint Bernard K was with the intruders. They had some other people that came around and tried to fight other cast members. So Don Lucia assumed that K had something to do with it. And so between his thinking and the alcohol, they clashed.
Okay. And so, are you thinking about bringing anybody back from the first season?
I would love to bring everybody back, but
I'm
y'all have to think
huge.
about my position. So that's the bad thing about being in the position that I am, right? Because
Hmm.
I'm thinking about the viewers, right? And the
Right.
viewers want everybody back. However, when you have an environment that's toxic and like that, then you can't.
Mhm.
You see, and that's the issue. I would love for them, but I wouldn't be doing right by the cast members by having people that they dislike and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm making sense, so that's what it is.
Cause Buck, I mean, it's New Orleans. Our culture run deep, and to hear outsiders describe the culture in Louisiana, they come there and they say, "Oh, it's like something old but new," and at the same
Hmm.
time, it's a protected culture. That means we actually gatekeep our culture over there, cause you don't see it all over the place. Just like even with our food, if we see somebody cook some gumbo and put weenies in it, we going off in the comments. We
That's
doing a
not how
lot of
we do
things
it,
that just we don't play about our culture. And we've
right?
been able to preserve it for so long, and so many people are getting to really experience it. If you have never grown up down south, or this is your first chance experiencing it, we have to showcase everything. And so sometimes us as black people, we have to get out of each other way. And right now, and come together, because we really need to start gatekeeping again. And I'm not gonna say desegregating, but because that's a whole nother topic. But right now, I think we need each other more than ever in this.
And but that's the thing. We have to figure out a way to come together. You see, that's the thing because um it's a competition thing down here. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody won't be better than the other, which is right. You should want to be the best, right? However, it shouldn't result to the things that is resulting to. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm doing the bounce awards. Everybody can't win, right? However, if there's something that I'm working towards, then that's gonna make me get out and get it even more. You
Mhm.
feel me? Because at least if I'm nominated, then I'm acknowledged,
Right.
right? And that's what it's about, being acknowledged. Every awards that I was in, I didn't want to win. I would love to win, but as long as they say my name, then I know I'm doing something, right? Uh,
Clock it.
first three, first 3 years I lost, and then boom, I wind up winning Artist of the Year. You feel me? I had bounce artist of the song, drop. I mean, of the year, drop and give me 50. So
Okay.
it's all. So I know how other artists feel, and not only that, I also mentor. So if I do a certain thing, I tell them why, and then I also tell them if y'all have questions, ask me. I don't mind answering because I want y'all to know the who, what, when, where, and why I made those decisions. You feel me?
You do a
And
little
that's
bit of
the
everything.
well, that's how it's supposed to be. You don't want to tell somebody something and then you don't guide them no more. You have to guide them just like your kids, right? And then
Yeah.
you take that leash off and then you let them go. But you don't just let them go without telling them, "Oh, that's stove hot." You feel me? Or don't do. You gotta teach them. So that's my thing. I want to mentor. I want to tell y'all why I'm making the decisions I'm making, and then that is. They say
Okay.
you looking good. Big money opinionated. Y'all, you see it? I'm trying to get some of that. You see it up there, man. Come on now.
Okay, because you know what, Buck? Let me tell you, my people from Clubhouse is coming into the building, and I tell you, during the pandemic, they became my
Mm-hmm.
family, and it's some of the people over there that I love like they my own.
I
Like I
feel.
gave birth to them, and I
There you
I
go.
didn't, but I pour into them like that. And some of them I just straight go Louisiana crazy and cuss them out.
There you go. And that's why we got to be consistent because this here is going to be as big as we make it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? I love it. And, we just got to stay consistent. If we stay consistent, then they're not going to mind telling their family and friends and neighbors to come and watch it. But they have to know that, oh, well, they're going to be on at this certain time. And then we're going to give them what they looking for.
And but please tell people that, well, even with Tommy, but please tell them we just some friendly group of people. Like
Yeah.
we all have big hearts. that we really shouldn't have like that, but we got big hearts. We
Yep.
will go out there and help anybody. I think once they cross us, we done with them. You know what I'm saying? But we'll help anybody.
Right. And that's what
So,
I tell people as well. People been crossing me left and right, right? But that's not gonna make me stop doing what I'm
stop.
doing
That's right.
because I don't want to turn into that person, that negative energy, that
Yes.
bothers me. I dislike it. You know, whoever did
Speaking
me
of
wrong,
that,
that's fine. Go ahead.
and I'm not meaning to interrupt you because I heard you mention Mr. Carroll earlier, and I like his humor is infectious. Will y'all ever work it out?
Well, that's the thing. I don't have nothing against him. Never did. It wasn't even me the reason why we split or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against nobody. You feel me? I'm a God-fearing man. You feel me? I'm all about what's right, what should be right. And, I'm all about also keep moving forward until the opportunity presents itself for us to get together, if that. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, keep doing what he's doing like he's supposed to, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? We both doing what we
Yeah.
doing in our prospective
But it's
lanes.
nothing. It's nothing bad, and I think that's the
Nothing at
beautiful thing
all.
about it. We can always come back together. I think people
Correct.
make it worse than what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think
Exactly.
that's a good thing. I do think y'all would be amazing as a powerhouse. But if y'all can't be that, look at what you're doing right now, because you all over the place.
Yes, I'm coming back. Just wait. Hold up. Just give me a sec.
Yep. Um, Tim Buck, I'm gonna take a quick minute. Please say hello to my friend DeAndre. He's from Baton Rouge. Look, I'm putting that
What's
out there.
up with your PR, baby?
And my friend Mouth. I thought Mouth was from New Orleans, but she told me she from Atlanta. But she sounded like she from New Orleans.
Shout out, yes.
What's up, Mouse, baby?
But yeah, that's my clubhouse family. I'm so thankful y'all came over. I thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. The next question is well, you told me what made you jump into reality TV. Now you're doing music, which I think is awesome. I wish you would hook up with someone like DeAndre. He's an educator out of Baton Rouge, but at the same time, he's a music teacher, and
Oh,
that that's amazing. I mean, just to get to know him on Clubhouse was amazing, and we argue, but he loved me. He always correct me when I say something crazy.
there we
Um,
go.
because I told him the mosquito was the state bird, and he cussed me out forever.
The
But
mosquito was the.
the mosquito is our state bird. You know that. We don't have no pelicans. We get bit all the time. Shoot.
Oh, that's what it is. Sound about right.
Okay, so what's your special flavor? I mean, what's the special flavor that you bring to the show? I know what you bring to the show. You keep that show organized. Plus, you just good with everybody. I watch you. I watch you on the screen. I watch all of y'all charisma. Y'all work well together. Hey,
Yes.
Eugene. Oh, hey, my boy. All my friends are up in here. Y'all making me blush. Oh my
What's
god.
up,
Okay.
everybody? Welcome.
um, Thank y'all for showing up for your girl. Also, y'all may not see a lot of people on my channel because they're on Tint Wild Bucks channel. Please, y'all tune into that. The bounce life is going up. LGBT is going up. LGBT comes on every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the bounce life comes on every Thursday, which is today, Central Standard Time. Now you're gonna see a lot of ass shaking in
Yep.
bounce life, and Tommy's in love with the entire cast. He want to
Yes.
actually, he want to take Quan and do some bad things to him, but we're gonna talk
there
about that on Tuesday.
you go. I'm gonna make sure I tune in. Hey, who? So you are we getting quiet up on Tuesday? Who we getting up on Tuesday?
I think Quan should come here because I just want to see Tommy blush. Tommy gonna go
Okay.
get a haircut. Tommy gonna show out. He gonna
So
be like,
every time I
ooh,
not
ooh,
gonna have
I
that
feel
binding on, right?
huh?
I'm at a haircut.
Gotcha.
Thank
What are
you,
your wait?
thank
Tell me what are
you.
your pronouns?
Huh?
What are your pronouns? He, she.
Babe, I'm everything. 'Cause I can speak
There
real
we,
quick.
there we go.
I'm everything.
There we go. So yeah, so that's what we can do. We can set that up and have Kwame on up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really need him up here because the way Tommy was talking about him, I was like, ooh, wee, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So if I see
Um,
Tommy without the bonnet, I know it's official.
oh yes, we gonna see it. You got to get to know my friend, Buck. That personality right there, he needs to be on TV. But he's my little baby. That's my little
You
baby.
and we just left Atlanta too. We coming back though. Kwame, my producer, a cameraman, he always in Atlanta. Plus, Lucky Johnson is in there. So once we coming, we'll let you know we got that camera. Get ready so we can make something happen.
No, for real.
Seriously, Kwame is always out there. Kwame, so it's Kwame is the cast member. Kwame is the producer and the cameraman.
And I like how y'all got it all in order. And, I like that.
Yep,
Okay.
that's because of the first season of Bounce Life was out of order. We learned, and now we in order.
So, Buck, the next question is, who you feel, and I know you the producer of the show, so you can't answer none of these questions. You can't answer none of these questions. But I do have some because I don't want you to incriminate yourself on here because they gonna cuss you out.
No, roll it.
Okay. Who you feel is your top cast member?
I say my partner, Cool Kelly.
Okay, I like
Cool
Cool
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Cool Kelly have experience.
Hmm.
The other cast members are coming through, but I'm going off of experience or whatnot, and I feel like it's Cool Kelly. And I mean, by right, they know I'm gonna say that anyway. That's my friend. You feel what I'm saying? But Cool Kelly, followed by Jazzy, and then Kill Sama.
Buck, if I start crying on here, I'm gonna let Tommy take over because all my friends are here, and
See that we just needed this space, baby. That's all. They all gonna come back. Give it
all my
some
friends are
time.
here. So
Yeah, they
I'm
all
just
gonna come. They all
they
gonna
gonna
Yes,
come.
make me cry for real, and I don't want to cry on TV. That's ugly.
we're gonna definitely build it up. It's gonna get back.
That's life, though. So you good?
Yep.
I'm thankful to y'all. Let me get my little throat together. Um, who's not your? Well, you can't answer who's not your cup of tea. Who's stirring up the most drama?
Love.
You told me
Love.
Love wasn't on the show.
Yeah, I mean, but she just left. You know, she's in and out. You know what I mean? Remember, we still have episodes with her. So we still have to talk current because the viewer's still going to see her every now and again until she's all the way off. You feel me? We
Mm.
pre-recorded a lot of them, right? The thing with Love, Love is just she's a big baby. She's young,
She's a baby. That's what I was about to say.
and so she like to play a lot, right? But then when everybody else play with her, it changes. She don't feel the same. You feel what I'm saying? And so she have to realize that if you're gonna give it, you have to be able to take it as well. And
Right.
with that, it causes a lot of friction. You feel me? Because she can blurt out. We can be on our way to Houston, and she can tell me something. But on the way back home, she done forgot she told me something. Now I'm saying something first. And oh yeah, because that's all Buck want to do is pick on me. You feel what I'm saying? And
I think
so
she's just misunderstood. I think she's a from what I see. I think she can be a shy girl at times. Then at times she just want to be that adult, and at the same time you could tell she's attention deprived. She need a little bit
actually,
of
I love
attention.
her. I
I
love
love
her.
her.
I seen something in her
I
long
love
time ago. And so before this show started, I started to mentor her. I put her in a studio, I wrote a song for her and all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love her. But to answer the question, regardless, it's love.
I think you need to keep her on the show. I think you need to keep her away from Jazzy right now, but I do think that Jazzy will be the one to pick her up and help her. I'll help you do it too. I'm gonna be coming to New Orleans, so I know I'm gonna help you. It's a
Come
lot of
on
people
down.
that can help you.
I
And
can tell you one thing. You're gonna have a time in front of these group of people. Listen, we do our get-togethers, and then when we don't do nothing, we all miss each other. It's like a family. You know, we turn the camera on, but even when the camera's off, we still playing spades. Doing a regular family-like type stuff. You feel me? So when you come, you gonna fit right on in. You know, at first you're gonna be like, because you're gonna see everybody, so it's kind of starstruck. But once you get in,
yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
be
love it.
starstruck. I'm gonna be
You
like,
gonna you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
love
be
it.
starstruck. What's the next question? Who you think is stirring up the most drama besides love?
Besides love, actually everybody else got off the show. It will be Dine, but you know, Dine left the show. Dine is doing his hosting thing or
Okay.
whatnot. So it's between them two because Dine just never stopped ripping. You know, he always cracking a joke about everybody. So between Dine and Love, that's where the havoc happened at those two.
Cause I saw a lot of guest stars on the show, but I saw
Yeah.
people, a lot of the New Orleans talent on the show. I saw Elm Boy Peg. I
Hmm.
saw Trophy Chocolate. Love me some Trophy Chocolate. I saw um it wasn't Big Frida, but what's the other lady? The other
Nobe,
lady name? I saw Sissy Nobi, but it's the she was on LGBT this last
Katie Ray.
episode. Katie Red.
Hmm.
I said, Buck, you got everybody on the show.
Yeah,
A
we
lot of
getting them.
guest stars. Tap out.
Slowly, slowly but surely they're starting to trust me. You know, this was like I say, it's something new, right? And so when it's new, they be afraid of it, you know. But as we go and as we grow, they start to say, okay, well, Buck, I don't mind coming on the show or not. But look, I got shouts out to Shakita, man. A lot of y'all don't know Shakita.
Yes, Shakita.
So the whole idea came from her. Me and her was talking about the awards, right? And then she was like, Buck, man, you with all these people, we should do a bounce reality show. And I say, the only way I'll do it is if you help me. And sure enough, she said, well, Buck, I will help you. And together we came to what all it is. So shouts out to Shakita.
She's beautiful.
Yes.
She's a beautiful lady. I can't wait to talk to her some more. Well, I haven't talked to her yet. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna have a better impression. I think me and you gonna hit it off real well because I think you're a sweetheart, Shakita.
Yes. It's
Is it? It's Shakita, right? Shakita K.
Shakita. Yep. Shakita K.
I try to include her in everything that we have. I mean that I put her name on everything. I mean everything. I'm
Yes,
because I know.
and that's my commitment to her. Everything that I do bounce related, from the bounce fest to the bounce awards to the bounce shows, I pull on. Come on, let's go.
And the next question, well, the next question is who you side eyeing, but I am not. That's something you don't need to be answering as a.
Yeah, I don't mix business with pleasure.
Um,
Yeah, with all that,
no, it's none of that. So
no,
how
I'm just
about a
saying.
reunion show?
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna have a reunion. The show is so good that we don't even know when we're gonna stop. You feel me? Usually you do 10 to 14 episodes, depending on what you want to do, right? We almost at 10, but we still have some good juicy tea to air out, you know what I mean? So it seems as if the reunion will be mid-August, early September, something like that.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm hosting.
Come on down. I wish you'd have came to Houston. I was ready for you. I was ready for you.
And my niece, she has some beautiful little baby twins, but it was bad for her. She's only 19.
Okay.
Afterwards, it was real bad, really bad, like touch and go bad. So I would have came because
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
only an hour and 45 minutes away. Now I don't want to hear shit from Tommy because I'm about to get cussed out by him because he gonna say the same thing. I came to Houston, you didn't come.
I
Tommy was
did.
all over the place. He was all over the place. So who
What's
I
you
y'all
did come.
think?
schedules like? What's y'all schedule like, both of y'all? Because we getting ready to do an event next month.
What the
I'm
bounce
gonna tell.
fest?
No, I'm gonna tell y'all off. I can't
Okay.
break it here yet. But I would
Okay.
like for
Oh,
y'all to come down. Y'all have enough time to like try to put it together if y'all free.
I'm
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give me an Airbnb and come down there. Plus, my
There you go.
sister's just ready to come too. My sisters, they gonna come with me. My sister that's next to me in age.
Hmm.
When I told her I was working with you, she said you lying. And then she heard the song and she said, "Oh my God, that's Tim White Buck."
That
And she
is.
just started screaming. I mean, you gotta understand, but to us, like, I wish y'all would come visit rural Louisiana somewhere, like the smaller towns. It's some crackling. Somebody tell me you eating. You must be
But
out.
Y'all better got some chips or something out here.
I wish y'all would come. Like they have Baton Rouge, they have Lafayette and everywhere, but it's those little small towns. Y'all just don't know how much they love y'all. The people out
Well,
there
that's what you for. You put it together. You
I'm
find
putting
the
it
venue.
together. I am putting it together.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
find
do
a venue,
everything.
and we coming down.
Lafayette, Franklin, Baton Rouge, New Iberia, um, um, all of y'all, Shreveport, Morgan City,
Lake
all of y'all,
Charles.
Homer, Lake Charles, Alexandria, Breaux Bridge, all of y'all. Get with your
Hmm.
girl. I'll talk to my buddy. He'll make it happen. I know he's gonna do a tour soon. So that was
Yep.
all the questions. Are y'all still here, the audience? Because if y'all are, I do have a call-in line. I think we're gonna save the call-in line because Tim War Brothers do have to go to work. I thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
You
No
are
problem.
everything to me. You are
That's
everything to me, and
that's
I'm
what I do.
I'm just so loyal, and I'm just so thankful that you trusted me with your vision and your brand, as well as my beautiful little baby sitting over there in his bonnet. Tommy the gossip with his cute little smile.
Thank you.
Oh,
You all right over there, Tommy?
Yes. I'm just listening and just enjoying the conversation. Cause usually I'm men still talking shit, but I really like this conversation y'all doing.
it's
Guess
sweet.
what? When Jazzy get up, you gonna be able to do your message stuff because she
Oh,
gonna fit
baby,
right in.
baby, baby, I talked to her earlier, baby. She already had some drama for me. I said, "Oh Lord, here you go."
There you go.
But
All
yes, I
right.
hope she okay though.
Yeah, it's something going on with this sound. Or maybe it's just
Yeah,
StreamYard.
it
I don't know.
sound
It
like
was
it got
so
like a little
good.
spooky in it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, thank you. And thank you for your time.
Thank
Have a good
y'all.
Thank you
day.
so much.
Nice meet.
Bye.
Of course.
Good
Bye,
night,
y'all. Nice
y'all.
meeting you, Tommy. Y'all be good.
All right, Tommy, you gonna twerk for Buck? Mommy.